So I need you to ask yourself this question today. If today was the last day of your life, would you say that you have lived a full life? Now, what do we mean by a full life? A full life means a life that consists of ups and downs, of course. A full life means that you took a chance on yourself, that you told the people who you loved that you loved them. You took risk, calculated risks in your life, and you went for the things that you really wanted to go for in your life, whether or not you were a success in that or not, because only thing that matters is what you did. Keeping all these things in mind, would you say if today was the last day of your life that you lived a full life? Now, please keep in mind that you have to keep results out of this, because you only have to judge this on the basis of what you have done. Okay, some of you who are overachievers or perfectionists, you might be suddenly, when I said this question, probably like, yeah, well, I did a lot. Honestly, I did everything I could, but I got nothing. I didn't really get any results in my life. I want to acknowledge that, and I want to tell you that that is not part of the equation. The only thing that is part of the equation is the way you showed up, the person you became. Okay, so if today was the last day of your life, would you say that you really took chances on yourself? Would you say that you actually said yes to the opportunities that were presented in front of you, that aligned with you, even if they scared you a little bit? But they aligned with you. Would you say that you took those opportunity? Would you say that you told people that you loved them? Would you say that you said what was in your heart? Would you say that you have actually lived a life that is true to you, that is true to your values? Most importantly, would you say that you have lived a life in which you were authentically you, no matter what other people said, no matter what results showed up in the outside? But would you say that you lived like the authentic you? And when I'm saying all these things, have you lived a life in which you did this, did that, took a chance on yourself, etc.? What really showed up for you? Is there anything that showed up for you that you thought that, oh my god, if today really was the last day of my life, I really wanted to, say this thing or do this thing or take a chance on myself, or this is a thing I didn't do? Make a note of that thing. Pay attention to that thing, because that really is the thing that is the key to your fulfillment right now. If you're not feeling fulfilled in your life, that is the thing that you are avoiding doing, which you actually truly want to do, but maybe you're scared. That is the key that will lead you to your fulfillment. So when I was saying all of those things right now, what showed up for you? Is there anything that showed up for you that when you thought that, oh, if it actually was the last day of my life, this is one thing that I also should have done? There's your key right there. That's the thing that you need to do. That's the thing you need to, buckle up the courage to do it. And if today really was the last day of your life, are you having any regrets? Do you have any regrets in this life? And do you want to make any amends to your life? I mean, you can maybe even like get out a journal after this video, and you can really think about it, because trust me, when we ask ourselves these deep questions, it opens up a lot. It opens up a lot. It opens up our energy, and it kind of helps us to understand why we are feeling stuck, and it helps us to move forward. So yeah. Or in other case, actually another thing that happens is people who are really hard on themselves for not achieving much or whatever. And let's say if when they answer their question, when they answer this question, their answer is actually that actually I did everything that I could do. I did everything that was presented to me. I did everything that I wanted to do, no matter what the outside looked like. For those people, this is going to be a wake up call that, bro, you're doing enough. And like, you really need to love yourself more. You really need to give yourself the love and the care more, and you're being really hard on yourself probably. So these are two different ways this video can go. Now I also want you to ask yourself, if today really was the last day of your life and you're looking back at all the things you have done and the life you have lived in this lifetime, what are some main highlights that are showing up for you, in which you were, your most fulfilled version, in which you felt happy and loved and cared for and fulfilled? What are some, key highlight moments that are popping up for you? Because trust me, those key highlight moments, they are everything. So after watching this video, I want you to journal about those key highlight moments that are showing up for you, and then I want you to journal about what was really that special in those moments. How were you feeling? What kind of people were you surrounded by? What was really the thing in those key moments that made all the difference? Maybe in those key moments you had a very loving community and friends, and that made all the difference. Maybe in those key moments you were really on top of the mountain. Maybe you were traveling. Oh, traveling the world. I said traveling, and then top of the mountain became a very literal thing to relate to travel. But anyway, let's say maybe you were traveling and you felt the most alive at that point. Maybe you were with your family and that's when you felt the most alive and loved and cared for, and those are the moments you are reflecting back on. It can be many many different things. Maybe you were, doing some charity work. Maybe you were helping out other people, and that's what made you feel most alive. What are those things? What are those things? What are your most key fulfilling moments, and what core values are you seeing in those moments? What core values are there in those moments, which now you will see those are the things that matter most to you. So now going forward in your life, you will understand what matters most to you. Is it community? Is it your friends and family? Um, is it, giving back to the society and contributing in whichever way you can? Or is it working with children? Or it can be a lot of different things. So really, I would encourage you to journal about these things after you watch this video, and I would love to comment, I would love to know in the comments below what showed up for you, because these really heart opening questions are such a sometimes even key turning points of our lives, because sometimes we keep living life on autopilot without really realizing where we are going, what we want from this next phase of our life, and what we are actually seeking. What we are traveling, but we don't really know where we are traveling. We're just like kind of keeping doing life on autopilot. So let me know in the comments below how this exercise was for you. I would love to know. And if you want to see more content on spirituality, spiritual growth and development, I make a lot of videos for you on my channel. So subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next one. Till then, bye bye. Take care.